So kind of disappointing. I do understand the inclination to be so aggressive because there's a lot of crap happening in crypto that just is nonsense and should be regulated. And that's what we want. We want the regulators to protect us as users from this nonsense. And yeah, you pulled it up right on cue here.
Yeah,
the big
when you said that, I was like,
big time nonsense this week. Pepe is a meme coin. Which is basically just, it's a token that, you could throw at each other for shits and giggles is kind of the whole use case for this. It's not really, there's not really like a utility behind this. It's just for fun, effectively, kind of like Dogecoin or Shiba Inu or all of these like memeable currencies. It's just, It's about community. It's about, dicking around. And so this last few days here, Pepe coin had some pretty big drama going on, where basically the way that Pepe coin launched its token, they printed, issued effectively onto the Ethereum blockchain. They issued 420 trillion tokens, and then 94% of those tokens they put into a liquidity pool, and the remaining 6% they kept in their treasury wallets, for paying for listings on exchanges, for paying for advertisements, or for paying maybe like influencer, like whatever they wanted to pay for. And so there's been apparently some infighting drama within the internal teams there, and 60% of that treasury wallet has been drained and dumped across the centralized exchange market, which is actually kind of interesting. They didn't go the decentralized route, but because they've dumped,
is it because like liquidity has dried up completely?
That's the other side of it. Yeah. Cause decentralized exchanges, move very quickly, and the liquidity can come and go very, very quickly. And like I said, initially the 94% of the entire supply was put up into liquidity, and the team said that they then burned the liquidity, which generally means they've sent the ability to transact with those liquidity assets to a wallet that nobody has the keys to, so that nobody can use it. There isn't really great doing some due diligence on Pepe token. I have a hard time seeing that they actually did that. So
so on chain it isn't.
On chain
it's hard to sort of see that evidence.
It's kind of questionable, honestly. As Pepe token has been rising meteorically, I mean, it did come up like thousands of percentages, and lots of people got involved because of these huge returns that they were seeing. But while that was happening, the liquidity was pulled out of the markets and dumped. So, they basically were pumping this price and then dumping their assets onto people who are trying to make a quick buck on these meme coins, on the trend of the meme, trending or whatever.
Right.
And, those people are basically your exit liquidity for these insiders. And now the insiders are fighting each other. And effectively what happened this last week is this treasury wallet basically supposedly, if you read what their official announcement is, it supposedly had 5 wallet signatures required, and 4 out of 5 need to be used. But that's not even true either, which is like the crazy part, because it was actually 8 signatures and it required 5 out of 8. And so I don't know, red flags left and right here. But basically what happened is that some of the team members got together, used their wallets to sign and then remove the funds from the treasury wallet and dump those across the centralized markets for, I think, around $15 million, which dropped the price about 20% and now has left the future of this project kind of in limbo. So not the best look for Pepe. I mean,
it's a meme coin.
So
I mean,
we've stayed away from it from the beginning. It's fun to watch it from a distance because you can't really get burned if you're not playing along. But a lot of people aren't necessarily that savvy when it comes to what these assets are and how they're distributed and all that stuff. And a lot of people just see the memes. They see their favorite TikTok influencer talk about it.
Yeah, they just go by hype without actually understanding how the price sort of moves this, and only how the hype moves it, and then they're left just holding the bag.
Yeah, and so
when price drops.
I would say that if you had any confidence at all in Pepe before this recent event, I would expect that confidence has been shaken, if not completely destroyed. Personally, I would stay away from Pepe.
Stay away. Yeah.
Not just sell what I have, but I'm also I'm not going to try to short sell this stuff either. There is too much like potential for this like insider group to manipulate the price and wipe out short sellers. It could absolutely pump aggressively, you know, and that's kind of par for the course for these like shitcoin assets, for lack of a better word, where you know, like the news is bad, everyone expects bad things, people start loading up shorts, and then boom, the price shoots and liquidates all those shorters before it dumps. So personally, I recommend caution. I recommend, you know, stay away. Don't try to like play this. Honestly, there isn't a good way to play these assets when there isn't real honesty, there isn't real transparency. And even in these Twitter posts that were made about this incident, there is I don't want to outright say lies, but absolutely misrepresentations of what the situation is and how this token is distributed. Right. And so, you know, they start this whole...
it just seems sketchy, the whole thing.
They start the whole Twitter thread with like, we're trying to be as transparent as possible. And then they say, you know, we have a 5 multi-sig wallet. And then you look on the blockchain, it's like, wait, this is an 8 multi-sig wallet. Like, where's the transparency here? So
right.
Red flags galore, more red flags than Minesweeper on Expert. So stay out, you know, and if you are into it, if you're at a loss, I think take the loss now and run is what I would do. Of course,
caution is the word.
Of course, do what you're comfortable with. And if you like to, you know,
risk manage,
if you like to roll the dice on craziness, you're in the right place.
Then it's gambling, you know.
Just understand that you are gambling. And you're gambling where the counterpart to your gamble is dishonest, greedy people and dishonest, anonymous people. So there's no accountability. There's no expectation of you know, a follow through if something happens. So yeah, this is kind of a wild time here in crypto.